Cord. Okay, we're just jogging on the spot. Okay. I'm loving how bright it is now in the evenings. It feels like summer is finally on the way, which is good. It's been really busy around here though, which is a bit weird seeing so many people. Don't know how to feel about that. Okay, we're gonna get into some jumping jacks. 3, 2, 1. Up overhead. Big stretch of those arms. Good. Slowly starting to bring up that heart rate. Let's go into heel jacks, so out wide, and then front. Warm up that chest, the front of those shoulders. Good. Okay, we're gonna go into some squats and reaches. You ready? 3, 2, 1. So legs kind of wider than hip width apart. We're gonna squat down and reach. Squat and reach. I always like to go up onto my tippy toes just because it helps to stretch out those calves. But if you find that you're losing your balance, don't worry. Good. So now what I want you to do is when we come up, I just want you to stretch overhead back to center and then the other way. Stretch. Really lengthen that side. Especially if you're sitting. Maybe not at your desk if it's Easter. Maybe you've been watching Netflix all day. Good. Okay. We're going to come into our forward lunge and twist. Forward lunge and twist. Good. 2 more on each side. And last one on each side. So you're twisting towards the front knee. Good. Okay, so floor sweeps. So we're working with, we're stretching that hamstring. So just sweep the floor. Good. Perfect. Okay. We're going to go into 4 movements just to increase that heart rate now, okay? So we're going to work for 40 seconds, 20-second rest, 40 seconds, 20 seconds rest. We're going to do our lateral run. So, you know, when we just jog to the side, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, up. That's our first movement, okay? Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, up. So this is kind of part of the warm-ups. 4 exercises, and you're just doing it once, okay? So really starting to warm up now, get that blood moving, increase that heart rate, and then no more jumping after these 4 exercises. You got 5 seconds. And relax. Okay, so this time we're going to walk out. We are going to do a push-up, but when you come to the top of your plank, we're going to open up to one side, back into a plank, and walk back. Okay, you ready? So walk out on your feet or your knees, push up, and then open to one side, and reverse. Back down we go, push up, and open to the other side. Good. Using that upper body, and stand. Try to get one more, you got 10 seconds. And relax. Okay, grabbing your weights, I'm just going to lower that a little bit so you can hear me. So grabbing your weights, I just just have one here. We're going to do our curl and press up overhead. So standing still, bicep curl, shoulder press. Okay, so let's give it a go. 40 seconds. So we're curling and press. And reverse then the movement. Curl, press up, overhead. Breathe. So try to keep that back nice and flat. Don't kind of like arch your hips or anything like this. Just nice and strong. Good. We're using our biceps, we're using our shoulders, even our abs a little bit. You got 5 seconds. And then you got that last exercise in this circuit. So pop that weight down. We're going to do our 6 punches, lying flat on the ground. And then we're going to jump back up, okay? So you got 5 seconds. This is your last jumping movement. Okay, let's give it a go. So 6 punches, lying flat on the ground, and jump. 6 punches, flat on the ground, and jump. Good. So this is really trying to increase that heart rate now. Your last 20 seconds. Good. Keep breathing, just keep moving. You got 10 seconds. How many more can you get? Little jump at the top. 5 seconds. And relax. Okay, so that's officially your warm-up done. So we're gonna go into lower body first, and then we will do our abs. So what you're gonna do is grab that weight, if you're using one. We're gonna do a reverse lunge. So if I'm holding the weight in my left hand, it's my left leg that's going back, okay? So I'm gonna take this lunge back, and when I stand at the top, I want to have a little kick, come back to center, lunge, and kick. You're staying on, so let's put our right leg in front to begin with for the full 40 seconds. Okay, we ready? Let's go. So, in my left hand, my left leg is going back, I'm standing, and then a little kick. So it's a really controlled movement. You should feel your bum doing all the work for this. So I'm really isolating that left glute, and it's my heel that's driving up towards the ceiling. Good. So lift and lunge. Good. Try to keep that balance. And relax. Good. So you got 20 seconds. We're going to hop onto the other leg. So just really important that when you're stepping back, we're not like this, we're straight behind. Think of those like railroad tracks, train tracks. So you got 3 seconds. Weight in the other hand, reverse lunge, stand, and a little leg lift. Obviously you can do this with no weight. That's actually perfect. If you need to hold on to like a chair or something as well for some balance, that's good. Perfect. I think if I had a chair, I would probably hold on to it. It just means that you can actually concentrate on what you're trying to do a little bit more, you know? Anyway, you got 5 seconds. So you're only lifting that leg enough to feel the glute work. You never want to lift it high enough that you're feeling it in your lower back. Okay, next one. We're going to do a sumo squat, so our feet are nice and wide, pointed forwards. We're going to squat down, but at the bottom, I want us to do a little pulse, so 2 pulses, and stand. Squat, 2 pulses, and stand. Okay, let's give it a go, and stand. Squat, little pulse, and stand. So remember that those legs, they're quite wide, so it's not like a regular squat position, it's a little bit wider. We're driving those knees forward, so don't let cave in. You want to push them out. A nice flat back. And the weight is in your heels. So you should really feel this in your glutes, in the back of your legs. And relax, good. Okay, Romanian deadlift. So, weights in front of us like this. Feet are shoulder width apart. A little bit of a bend in the knees. I'm pushing my hips back, and I'm standing. Push the hips back, and stand. Okay, let's try it. So loose knees, hips are going back, and I'm standing. Hips back, and stand. You're not doing this. I'm not rounding. I'm pushing those hips back, and that's what's lowering my chest forward. You're only leaning forward until you feel the stretch in the back of those legs, and then you're standing. So just think, it's your hips going back and hips going forward. Don't even think about your arms. Don't think about your legs. Hips back, hips forward, and relax. Okay, last one standing. We're doing a swing. So we're swinging that way forward. It's all momentum from our hips. So if I hold it like this, my hips are going back and forward. My feet are a little bit wider than hip width. Okay, we ready? Ooh, let's go. So, back. Oh, sorry. Oh, keep going there. I don't know why that stopped. There we go. So, hips back and forward. So that weight is coming up to kind of waist height. And if you're holding two hands, that's perfect. Just keep those hands together. Good. And again, you just have a little bit of a bend in those knees. Not too much. And only leaning forward until you feel those muscles work. Don't lean so far forward that you're hurting your back. Good. And relax. Okay. You got 20 seconds, and we're coming onto the ground. Okay. Down we go. Okay, 3, 2, oh sorry, we're going into a hip raise. So down we go. We're doing our glute hip raise, or our bridge. Hopefully you can see me there, yeah. So lift and lower. I really want you to squeeze those glutes at the top, okay? So really try to see, Alexa, volume down. Okay, sorry, hopefully you can hear me. So I want you to really engage those glutes at the top. So that's doing the work, okay? So it's your bottom that's doing the work. You're digging those heels into the ground, and we're lifting those hips up to the ceiling. So the hips are lifted, our chest lifts up towards our chin, and our chin looks up towards the ceiling. So you're looking straight up ahead of you. And relax. Okay, you got 10 seconds onto all fours. I want you, we're staying on our left leg first, knee in, and we're gonna kick out, in, and out with that straight leg. Okay, let's give it a go. So lifting in and out. Whew. I definitely feel this already. So I feel like with glute exercises, it's really important to kind of have a variety of doing things like squat jumps and kettlebell swings and things like that, but also working on strength. So when we do our lunges, when we do our deadlifts, those slower movements, but like they're really working on strength. And then we have these small movements that are like isolation. And they look really easy, and they're easy in the beginning, but then they get difficult. So it's important that we work the muscle and relax in lots of different ways. So our next one then, we're gonna do the same type of movement, but I want you to come in and out. So hopefully you can see this if I go on the side. So we're gonna come in like sideways, and out, okay? So rather than being that knee towards the ground, I want you to twist open. So kick in towards the elbow and out. So you're opening up kind of to one side. You could actually probably put your hand on your hip if that helps. Good. We got 20 seconds left here, and then we got these 2 exercises on the other side. Should be really starting to burn. We're nearly there. You got 5 seconds, and then we're going to those donkey kicks on our right side. Okay, and relax. Relax. Okay, breathe. 3 seconds, and let's go. So, big movement here. We're going to just flip over to this side. So instead of, we've done this before where it's like kind of like a half donkey kick. What I want you to do this time is bring it in and kick that leg straight back behind you. So I want you to imagine that there's like a box on the ground and you're keeping that leg quite low. So you're pushing that box down across the ground and then kick up in the last portion of that movement. So the knee is driving in, push the box along the ground, and then kick as far away from your body as you can. So bring the knee in, and then push that box and kick out at the very top of that movement. Breathe and relax. Okay, last one for our legs. We're doing this kind of weird side donkey kick. So we're coming onto our side. Again, you can kind of put your hand on your hip if that helps. I think I prefer having my hand just kind of rested on the ground. So it's coming in towards your elbow and then kicking out. So it's slightly to the side. So my knee is facing kind of towards my right, as opposed to when I'm in this position, my knee is facing the ground. Now I'm twisting that hip open and I'm kicking kind of diagonal. So you're just working a slightly different part of your glute. You have 15 seconds left here, and then you get a little breather, and then we're going into a 10-minute ab circus. You are already over halfway through your workout. 3, 2, and relax. Okay, take a quick breather. My poor legs. So let me set up our ab. So for our abs, we are working 35 seconds on. Is that right? Yeah, 35 seconds on, 20 seconds off. So let me just, we have 10 exercises, so you're not doing any of them twice. They're all different. So when you hear that buzzer, make sure that you're looking at me so that you know like how to do the next movement. So the first one we're going to do is just slow mountain climbers, hands underneath the shoulders, bring those knees in nice and slow. So really try to feel those abs working. Okay, we ready? Let me change this. Oh, what's happened here? Okay. Right, slow mountain climbers, let's go. So hands underneath those shoulders, nice flat back. Bring those knees in slowly, okay? Again, it's your choice. So you're either bringing the knees, if you can see me here, straight in between those hands, or we're going opposite knee to opposite shoulder or opposite elbow, or you're going knee, so you can see me more this way, knee to elbow. So you can do kind of like a variety of them. You can stick to the one that you like best, whatever you like. And relax. Okay, this time we're going into plank again. We're going to lift those hips up, toe touches. Back to plank, toe touches. Okay, so everyone together, into a plank, toe touch. Toe touch. Even if you can't actually touch your toe, that's fine. It's just the movement of lifting those hips and lowering them. So lift up into a pike position, back into a plank. Lift and lower. Good. You got 10 seconds here. After this, we're going to flip around and we're doing bicycle crunches. My least favorite. Okay, so onto our backs. We're doing bicycle crunch. So opposite elbow to opposite knee and switch. You ready? Let's go. So crunch, crunch. To make it difficult, that leg is straightening out and is hovering a couple of centimeters above the ground. To make it a bit easier, you can keep those knees bent, okay? So you choose, but just remember, you are only here once. So you're only doing these exercises one time. So if it's difficult, know that you only have 40 seconds. And then you don't ever have to do it again. You got 5 seconds. And relax. Okay, so we're going back into a plank, but this time we're on our elbows. We're doing our plank dips, okay? So those elbows are underneath our shoulders. Lift up into a plank, and we're rotating to the right, center, left, center, left, or sorry, right, left. If this is too difficult, you're just holding a plank, that's perfect. So you're just gonna hold a plank if you prefer. And again, I feel like with ab exercises, sometimes they're just not comfortable for you. So whether it's your back, whether it's your neck, so if anything feels a bit like funny and you're not feeling it in your abs where you're meant to be feeling it and it hurts somewhere else, just pick a different exercise and relax. Okay, so a new movement, what I want you to do is like recline back on your elbows, and we're gonna just do knees. So knees are driving in and out. It's kind of like a half bicycle crunch. And it's okay if you feel some of them more than others. If some of them are like, this is easy, I can do this all day. Keep going, okay? That's okay. I don't mean, like, don't swap out that exercise. But if anything is causing pain, just choose a different one. I feel like this one looks nice and easy, but I like really feel this. This is not so nice. You got 5 seconds. Okay, now this is actually my least favorite one. So this is our scissors. So what I want you to do is, we're coming back and I want you to literally either flutter those legs up and down or cross like this. Man, I hate this. This is torture. So you had better keep doing this with me and don't leave me by myself. Good, so you're literally just lifting those shoulder blades, lifting that neck. Okay, take a second if you need to. You have less than 10 seconds. Breathe. Okay, good. That was awful. So we're gonna go back onto our back. We are popping those hands underneath our bum just to help that lower back. And we're gonna lift and lower. Lift and lower. If this is a little bit easy for you, you can add a little hip up at the top. So you're lifting those hips. To make it easier, you're just gonna bend those knees. Really important here that you're pushing that lower back into the mat. So you shouldn't have like a big gap between your lower back and the mat. So your hands underneath your bum can kind of help with that. It's going to really help you engage those abs and relax. Okay, we're doing a sit-up and 2 punches. Okay, if you can, shove your toes underneath the sofa or like your bed to help you. So we're going to sit up and 2 punches. Ooh, is anyone else feeling this? Ooh, good. Keep going. I've done that thing again where I had a conference or a presentation today, so I put on some makeup and now my mascara is sweating into my eyeballs. You have 10 seconds. Good. Stay with me all the way to that buzzer. 3, 2, oh, and relax. Okay, I'm just gonna grab a little weight here. So if you have a weight, you can grab it. If not, you don't need one. We're doing our Russian twists. So we're going left to right. So to make it the most difficult, we're going to lift those knees or those ankles up off the ground, lean backwards, and you have that weight going left to right. To make it easier, put the weight down, get rid of it, put those feet on the ground, lean back, and just twist left to right. And obviously to go in between, you can just lift those feet without the weight. So you choose whatever works best for you. None of your muscles don't know, oh, Emma's holding a weight or Emma's holding a water bottle. It doesn't matter. It's just whatever you feel is challenging yourself enough in this current moment. That's what's important. Single leg jackknives. Last one. We're going opposite hand, opposite foot. Last 40 seconds. If you can't reach that foot, let's just go for a knee. I really feel this. You got 20 seconds. You have done 26 and a half minutes. This has gone really fast, hasn't it? I feel like this has gone really fast today. And relax. Oh my God. Okay, right. Let me pause that there. So don't stay sitting down for too long, because I want to make sure we do a nice little cool down. Let me just change this music though, so it's a little bit less. Okay, so because we've done so much abs, I just really want to make sure that we can kind of stretch them a little bit. So what I want you to do is we're going to just come into this cat-cow. So hands underneath those shoulders. We're going to lift that neck and tailbone up towards the sky. I always have like a little wiggle here, just to help feel it in my sides. And then opposite direction. So pull that belly button in, round that back, and then the opposite direction. So you go at your own pace. So you go faster than me, you go really slow, go whatever you need to do to help slow down that heart rate, stretch out those abs. Good. Okay, we're going to go into extended child's pose. So I want those knees to go as wide as the mat. If you don't have a mat, just imagine you do, okay? I want you to stretch those hands forward and pull those hips back, okay? So have a nice big stretch. Relax your head down, close those eyes. Breathe. I wanted to do this workout because I want you to know that not every workout needs to be really hard and really sweaty. It doesn't mean that it's not a good workout just because, I mean, I'm still sweating, don't get me wrong, but you don't have to have a workout that's always like 120% like all the time. So go over to your left hand side. And then the right. Good. Really try to feel that stretch on your side. Okay, we're going to go into our pigeon pose. So we're going to have that front leg. We're going to try to make it parallel to the top of your mat. We're going to kind of like shimmy that back leg behind us. And so we should have a nice good stretch on this right glute, so on your right bum cheek. So again, if you're like me and not super flexible, you can stay up like this. This is quite comfy, but this is already quite difficult for me. If you're more flexible and you need a bit more of a stretch, you can come on down to those forearms, or you can stretch those hands out. Oh, this is not good for me, but you can see what I'm doing. So you can do this. You know, you can come over to the left or right hand side just to help you feel that stretch a little bit more, okay? Okay, and let's go the other side. So you're trying to get that leg, that shin bone, parallel to the top of your mat. Shimmy that other leg back behind you. And then you're just going to wiggle around here, have a little bit of a play. What position do you need to get into to feel the stretch in this glute? Okay, it's done a lot of work, and I think we always spend so much time training legs. I think it's really important that you do stretch them out so they don't seize up on you. Good. Okay, 2 stretches left and then you are done. Legs out in front, hands up overhead, as if you have a big beach ball. Lifting that beach ball up and over, and wherever those hands land, that's where I want you to chill out, okay? So if it's up here, that's perfect. Shins, ankles, toes, and you can relax that head down. I'm not going to relax my head down because otherwise you won't be able to hear me. But you just chill out, relax that neck, close your eyes if you like, breathe. Whew. Okay, last one, let's stand up. And we're always going to finish with my favorite. So just hands up overhead, and I want you to ragdoll down, okay? So either hands are touching the mat, whatever you need to do, just slow down that heart rate. Push those hips back, feel a nice stretch in the back of those legs. Good. And you're finished. Done and dusted. Guys, thank you so much for joining. That flew by for me. That went really fast. I'm just going to stop recording.